So you want to join a D9 organization. Let's clap it up. Clap it up. First of all, my name is Charles Nichols, all the way from Tennessee. I'm a part of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated, Kappa Beta Chapter, Spring 27 Club. So, first of all, from little old me in Tennessee, I'm proud of you for being interested in watching this video and wanting to gain tips about how to join, what is the first steps I need to take, what do I need to keep in consideration to join a D9 organization. First of all, I'll make this in a separate video, but joining a D9 organization is one of the best things that you can do while you are in college. Now, we'll get into why in a separate jump, but like, bro, this can open up so many opportunities for you. This is 5 tips in 5 minutes about what you can do to join a D9 organization. Now, granted, take everything that I'm saying. It should work universally, but also different chapters are different. Like I said, I'm from Tennessee. I play at the University in Memphis. So I know how, pretty much home team and my chapter gets down, but also it could be different when you all the way in California. It could be. But let me tell you what I gotta say. So we're gonna talk about 1, being professional. We're gonna talk about 2, market yourself. 3 is research. 4 is know what you wanna do. And 5 is be discreet. So these all tips, they all kind of go together, right? And so when I say be professional, one of the best approaches, and I love this approach, it was me going on 4 years in the frat. One of my best approaches that I've ever had as an interest coming up to me is they came up to me, sat with me, a table full of noobs, we just chopping it up, and they sat with me and they said, hey, you guys are like young brothers and y'all are, really achieving on campus and doing y'all thing, and I've been seeing y'all. Just had a quick question if y'all don't mind. Of course, don't mind at all. And he was asking about his major and where should he take it, and even the people who weren't in the major, what areas and work ethic and tips could he get to be able to be the best version of him. That's the best. And when he left our table, we was impressed. We're like, dude, and honestly, we didn't even know if he was super interested or not. We could tell he was trying to gain something regardless of whether he was going to be accepted in the frat or not. And that's, we love that approach, and that really stood out to us. And it's always better than hey, I want to be one of y'all. Hey, when the next interest meeting, hey, it's just always better. So a professional approach is always foolproof. There's other approaches, but a professional approach is always foolproof. My number 2 is market yourself. And what I mean by this is look at the minimum requirements for your specific organization that you're interested in, but also think about the minimum is just the minimum. You got about 500 people on campus that want to be in your organization. So what's going to stand you out? If you just meet the bare minimum, what can stand you out? So, and then you also, it goes along with 1, you may have a 2.7 or a 2.5, the minimum requirement, but you could dance well. Well, does your chapter need dancers? Maybe they do, maybe they don't. There's a lot of benefits to joining an organization. So the question is, what can you do for that specific organization? Because we know what we can do for you, but what can you do for us? These are the type of questions that you need to be asking yourself. And so that goes along with number 3 is the research. Research, what does the fraternity, what does the sorority stand for? What do they want to do? What does the chapter goal? What can you see needs more on campus? And what can you do? What can you do to bring that to life? And so that brings me to number 4. Now, before you do all this, before you go up to your group, know what you want to do. And that, when you're researching, think about all of, who you are and what you want to do. And if you still don't know, if you're still kind of debating, be sure. It's always good to find people that you can trust. It goes along with number 5, but it's just go to events, go to Greek events, go to, do's and don'ts, go to, anything that is a D9 organization, you need to be there, especially if you're debating which one do I want to join. We know you're interested, but you just don't know yet. But it brings me to number 5, because it's just which is be discreet, which is don't go around saying like, I don't know what I want to do, but I'm thinking between Q or Kappa. Nah. That's just not smart. Because here's the thing. Here's what happens. And I'm going to put y'all on game. What happens is you thinking it's harmless, saying like, I either want to be a Q, a Alpha, or a Kappa. And you say that to your best friend to the mama, just because they talk like that. The mama go to her job and say like, yeah, little old Freddie said he want to be one of those three. And then the message gets misheard, and so little friend tell little friend at work. Then little work buddy tells somebody who is in the organization, who done pledged back years back, go back to campus. And then word get back to me, for example, like, oh, dude said that he interested in joining y'all. I'm like, wait. But he said that he's trying to debate. He said he's between us. Like, hold on now the whole frat knows like you kind of debating. And so now when you choose us or when you choose somebody else, it's just like, wasn't this the dude that said he wanted to join dang near every organization? You know, word of mouth, you know, you just never know where word can go. And that was the most harmless of examples. Like, that's just, you know, real deal, just stuff that happens on a daily. But at the same time, like, if you research and you keep, you know, just, it ain't even about like, oh, I ain't gonna tell her. Don't make it more dramatic than it is. You don't gotta be around campus and sitting in the back with the black hoodie on like, I ain't supposed to be here. No. But at the same time, bro, you gotta keep in mind, like, that's the mentality that you have. You don't want, you know, stuff to clash. And unfortunately, it is like that for a lot of campuses, but it's not necessarily a negative thing. It's not like, oh no, I don't rock with them because that, but it's just in terms of communication, especially with the humbling process that a lot of chapters have to offer. You kind of when you come to this point where you're ready to express yourself and express interest, you kind of have to know what you want to do. And so with that said, like I said, I will be more than willing to go into super detail, but that's 5 tips in 5 minutes. That's one of my top favorite tips that I love telling about it. But if you guys have questions, if you guys want to reach out to me individually and just talk to me, I'm a safe space. So you can hit me up at here, and you can hit me up here, and I don't know what else I'm gonna put in this video. So right here is how you can get in contact with me personally, and then also if you just wanna follow me on social media. And take a second, click that like button. And if you're a member of a D9 organization, put that in the comments. What tips did I miss? What worked for you? How are you on the other side? And how is it going? So with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this time. I hope that best luck to you with whatever organization that you want to join. I know we all can't be the best. But KB Spring 27 Club signing out. All right, peace.